I just literally tripped on my microphone box. We have a great start for you today. Actually, this is our third try today because my first one I forgot to plug the microphone in, and the second one I used the wrong cord. So I'm really hoping that the third time's the charm and that we have audio. Otherwise I'll be talking to myself for 10 minutes and then go back and check and cry softly. Welcome! This is Bree with Coffee Run Repeat, and as always, complete professionals with the camera. I actually have a camera this time with a microphone and a light. The light did break and I have it like kind of propped up on my tripod, but baby steps. So I actually got to do a race last weekend. That was really good timing with the messages. Last weekend my husband and I ran the Athletic Equation 12-hour adventure trail run. Previously, before 2020 happened, we had this whole like glorious plan of travel. March I was going to do the No Man's 50K, and I did, but then that was the last race that happened. He was going to do Dam Yeti, I was going to do Grayson Highlands, and then he was going to do the 24-hour race. So what happened was the Grayson Highland and Dam Yeti were pushed back. We decided to defer till 2021. My end of year goal was Devil Dog 100K. That got canceled. So as of right now, we decided that we would share the 12-hour, and we did it as a team. We did that last year when I was training for my first post-baby marathon. And last year it was just a 10K loop that we switched off and we kind of all hung out at the aid station, and it was kind of a big party. This year is a little bit different. There's a lot of safety precautions in place, which was amazing. We ended up doing the 11-mile loops for our first loops because this year they added an extra loop option, and we camped. So we kind of used it as a base camp with the kids. We just switched the kids in the car. Everybody stayed socially distanced. Everybody was wearing masks at the aid station. A lot of hikers out there were wearing masks too. So really happy to see that many people were wearing masks in the hiking. I went a little extra and matched my mask to my socks because that's how I am. And it was a lot of fun. Ended up with 22 miles. My husband did a little bit over 19, I think. He had some bonus miles on his first loop because no one in my family can make it through a race without getting lost at least once, it seems. Usually it's me, so I'm glad to see that it's not just Bree specific that people get lost in the woods. My best time ever getting lost was Devil Dog 100K a couple years ago. Added 6 miles to the 100K, so that was ugly crying for that for sure. But actually one of the sponsors last weekend for the 12-hour was a hydration pack company named USWE, and they are based out of Sweden, and they're kind of newer to the US market. And I got the opportunity to get a couple packs to play with a couple weeks ago. About like a month and a half ago, and decided to try one of the newer packs. I had been running previously with 2 of the best packs more. I've been taking them hiking and for some of my longer runs, but because I don't believe in that phrase, nothing new on race day, I wanted to try something new on race day. I had tried this one for about 5 miles previous to that just to kind of see how the fit was, and my first run with it, the fit was completely wrong. I was able to fix that for this race, and I love it. I also did add some accessories to it, so I kind of want to walk you through some of the accessories that I bought. Kind of a last minute purchase to add on because these are super customizable. So today I'm going to talk to you about the USWE Vertical 4, and this is a bladder pack. It ships with it. It has the 2-liter Hydro Pack with a cool little red tube, and it goes right in the back. Well, clearly it's a bladder pack, but here we go, the little Velcro tab to keep it in place, and then it has a nice tight pocket along with another pocket. This will fit your phone. I've got an iPhone 11 Pro. I can get it in there. I can't get it back in there when I'm running. So what I usually do is I just kind of have a big Ziploc bag and I just kind of grab the bag. Got a really neat design. It's got a zipper on 3/4 so things don't easily fall out, which is great if you're trying to fumble around in the back of your pack. I think my spirit animal is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I've got stubby little arms and I can never quite like reach behind me. Maybe Yoko would help. Don't think that's gonna do much for me in this case. But you can actually fit a lot in this pack. It doesn't look like it holds a lot, but I was able to fit pretty much all my snacks for 11 Mile Loop, and I had like extra first aid kit stuff this time because there was the main aid station, there was like one little aid station for the 11 Mile Loop, and I feel better when I'm doing a race and I'm kind of out where there's not a lot of people, just having everything I might need, like Band-Aids. I have a first aid kit I'll carry. I had my extra mask, I had hand sanitizer. There was extra stuff involved because it's 2020, but I had a big bag, and I think I had sunglasses, everything, because the first loop was in the dark. So I had gone from a headlamp to my trail sunglasses. Fit everything in there. It's nice and high on the neck. This is what happens when you film 3 times in a row because your microphone fails. I'm gonna forget what I said the first 2 times. Okay, fit on this is great. The first time I ran with this, it turned out that I had the straps too low. You're meant to have it kind of under the chest, so it's kind of like a second bra. These Velcro, and it's adjustable here, and then you can Velcro the straps to adjust for length. My first time that I had done this, I had it up higher, so it was over my chest, and you can see that the fit's nice and high on the back, which is great if you like to have things like not in that lower back. I was concerned at first because I have tried not this type of a harness pack, but a pack where it has the buckle in the front, it's sort of a harness fit, and it had hit me a lot in the neck. This is really comfortable. Not only do you have these adjustments on here and in the length right here, these buckles can adjust out so that you can have a wider fit if you need to, and they're stretchy, which I like a little bit of elastic because I feel like I can breathe. So there's elastic here and there's elastic around the waist, and I know I've said in previous reviews that Velcro is not usually my jam. And I'll admit that that was one of my biggest concerns before I tried this pack, was when I saw how much Velcro was on it. I kind of looked at it and was like, that's gonna eat some shirts. Like that was my first thought just out the gate. So I did an experiment. I was willing to sacrifice a brand new shirt to the hydration pack gods just to see whether or not this pack would eat shirts. Usually I try to wear an older shirt because almost all packs will rub to some extent. So I wore a brand new shirt for the entire 22 miles and there was no damage, like at all. I think that this pack, if you fit it right, it doesn't bounce in the slightest, but I was just so shocked that there was not a snag. I think I had one slight pull, and I think that was probably from safety pins when we were pinning the bibs on and off, or it could have been I have Velcro on the top of my poles, and I sort of inflicted a lot more damage with my poles than I realized until the next day when I realized I had whacked myself in the leg and I had like cuts on my leg with them. So the pack was perfect. It was amazing, and that's actually one of my like big excitements about hydration packs, is when they don't eat my shirts. This did not. So beyond that, the little buckle here, I was a little nervous that it was just one point of contact. There, no bounce. Other packs are no bounce, but I'm always scared. Like, what if something, just what if? Because I've had experience with packs kind of going out on me in the middle of a race. At the 12-hour race 3 or 4 years ago, I was running in the Ultimate Direction Adventure Vesta, the one that had the Velcro on the side, and going down a downhill, I tripped, I fell, the Velcro blew out on the side, and after that it never reattached properly. It was always kind of loose and it didn't really secure. This Velcro is like, this is some industrial Velcro. It is not going anywhere. And I did adjust it a couple times, just because, I was trying to make sure I had it all nice and tight, and I didn't Velcro my shirt. I'm more proud of myself of that than anything. So these two front pieces right here, these do not ship with the pack. And I'm gonna, here, I'll take this one off so you can see what it looks like. Let's see, this is the, okay, this is the large phone pouch. And I measured it. I probably would go with an extra large, even though I have, my phone does fit in this. And that is just because it's really easy to get the phone in. But when I was running, I found that because I had put it on the wrong side, it was a little bit trickier to get it in. But I think a little extra room would be easier for just kind of tossing it in. But it does fit very well. It's neoprene, and it would be fantastic in the winter. And I'm gonna definitely be putting this through a lot of winter runs, because my phones always freeze in the winter, and this is gonna keep it's nice and soft. What I usually did previous to getting this is that I would just get like a drink koozie, and I would put the phone in the drink koozie, and that would keep it insulated enough for it to not shut off. I did this for Devil Dog 100K, and or I will wear a coat, like a jacket with a pocket, and then I will put it in airplane mode and just kind of keep it next to me to kind of keep it warm. But this is going to be fantastic, especially for winter runs. They get the zipper pocket for the phone, and then I was able to fit a little collapsible cup in that front pouch, and it just attaches right here on the front strap. So you get all this real estate. You can thread your tube through here, or what I did was I had the phone on it and I just threaded the tube on the outside of this pack. This is the little accessory pouch, and this one, it has Velcro, so it kind of loops up here. So you just would take off that strap and then thread it through the back of this, and then there is a Velcro piece that attaches it in the back. I love this pocket. it can fit all the things. It can fit so many things. My first loop, I had my full bag of, trail snacks. I had some chapstick and like just some little things that I would grab in there, and then ended up with my headlamp, and it had a bandana, and it had still space left over. So second loop, I dropped the headlamp, and I had put a whole 500 milliliter soft flask with a tube with my snacks and all the little things, and it fit great, and it just goes whoosh, and you can keep everything from bouncing out. I think your phone could work in here if you really wanted to, if you had it nice and cinched out. I really did like the phone in this one because it did not bounce around, and that was the key, was that with this loaded and this loaded and everything loaded, I still was not bouncing at all. And it's got a little front thing, and this is where I would put my what did I put there? I think I put my I put more snacks there. I had all the snacks packed on, and then I ended up totally behind on hydration and eating because yeah, that's my biggest problem coming back post babies. I do not drink nearly enough, and I do not eat nearly enough, especially on races. So that's something I'm going to work on. Let's see, some more things to talk about this pack. Besides the fact that it did not eat my shirt, which that's amazing. It's very durable. It's very, very thick materials. I think it's not the lightest pack. So if you're looking for something super light, it's not the lightest option, but it's very durable and it's very stable. And for me, I would hands down like to have something that's a little bit more durable and stable, especially for trail running, because I have broken stuff on the run. And it's nice to have that security where you don't have to worry about it breaking. And I think that there's other accessories that you can add to these. I think there might be one for cameras. But it's surprising how much I just really enjoyed this one, because the first run I was like, this isn't bad. It's not. I like it, but it was a little bit too high in the neck, and the back was rubbing a little bit. And then I had made the mistake of having this part was kind of folded over and it was poking me in the ribs. But once I realized that it was nice and smooth right there, and then I had to have the fit lower so that it was under the bust, it was just such a huge difference. So the key is really to get this pack, is to get the fit right. The back, you can carry poles. if I'm going to be doing a lot of pulls on and off, I would pick the Pace 12 or the Pace Pro. I prefer pulls up front. However, if you don't use pulls like a whole lot and you just want to have them there if you want it to just kind of grab them, it's great. I mean, it doesn't take very long to take this pack on and off. Like boom, it's on. So it's not a big deal to have to take it off to put the poles on and off. I just kind of like having the front poles because, again, T-Rex arms. I did use my poles for my second loop of this race, and what I ultimately ended up doing was I had them to start off with because I was a little stiff because stopping after 11 miles and then stopping for 2 hours and then starting again, that's actually harder than to keep going. I twisted something in my knee. Part of that is because I still have relaxin in my system and all my joints are extra stretchy. I'm still breastfeeding, and I think I mentioned this the other 2 times I filmed this, but that was my concern. Was with a lot of packs, I will measure myself, and then if a run is long enough, my cup size will go up. So the nice thing about this is it fits right at my band line where it doesn't change. And also with a little bit of give, it still keeps it nice and comfortable. It could also work as a second bra. So theoretically, I could run in just one bra, which would be amazing. I have not tried that yet. I'm nervous. I've been wearing 2 bras for so long, like one bra. I wore one bra once for a 3-mile run, and I was really regretting it because it started off nice and fitted and then it kind of stretched a little bit, and then it was just bad news for all. I will try that. I will try that. I will try this with one bra, but so far this is definitely nursing mom approved, and hopefully we're gonna wean in the next 6 months or so. Mom's ready. Mom's ready. We've made it. We're almost 18 months. The reason we're kind of going for the whole 2 years is because my baby has a dairy protein allergy, so we haven't found a milk substitute that he really likes yet. So yeah, almond milk, he only likes it a little bit. Oat milk, not a fan. We're working our way through all the milks. All right. So this is the vertical 4. I will leave a code to get you 15% off. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I will be back to talk about the Pace 12 and the Pace Pro and a future review probably within the next week or so. So look out for that. And if you haven't hit subscribe, go ahead and hit subscribe. And I will be back with more gear because it is fall and it is time to start running. And so if you have any questions, hit me up below. Thanks. Ow, shoot.